Good evening. My name is Janet Miriam C. I'm a nurse practitioner, a married woman with 3 children. I created this channel with my girls to join in our real estate business. I have always wanted to do real estate, but been afraid to get into it. So the decision came 2022 for us to start doing something because I was tired just hitting the clock for people, wanted to build generational wealth for my kids, my grandkids, and to help my extended family too, my siblings back home. So I decided we bought our second home October 18 and moved into our second home. Our first home that we lived in for 15 years, we're able to turn that home into a rental. So this video is like the introductory part of our joining that started a year and a half ago. And the plan is to document our journey till we get to our final goal of 30 rentals. I'm doing this business with my husband and 3 girls. Even though we started a year and a half ago, our goal is to get to 30 property. It has not been easy. We have had a lot of challenges as we go. The first tenant we did was a Section 8 tenant, never ended well. That story I will explain detail later. That tenant, we had to terminate the lease within 2 months, and then we were able to turn that property over June the 1st, 2023. So we actually got our first tenant that stayed in the property for a year, 2023. And then bought our second property rental July 2023. We're able to get a tenant in that property that lived there for 5 years, an excellent tenant that left. And then we turned it over to another tenant that lived in it for 5 months. And after 5 months, she decided she wasn't going to pay rent anymore. And I should take her to court. So she quit paying. So for 2.5 months, she did not pay. And I had to pick up the slack and pick up that mortgage. So we finally filed with the court. We filed for eviction. As God could have it, we were awarded the property on the 20th of November. The court gave her 7 days to leave. Today's the 30th. That tenant has now turned over the property. She's still there. They have some professional tenant. And, in this business, as you deal with people, the experiences you learn and trying to do things differently and do things better. That's why I wanted to join in our story, the good, the bad, the success, and everything. So the journey has not been all easy. It has been challenging, but I don't want to give up. And in business, it's not all going to be profit. You're going to have some tough times. Sometimes you have a lot of losses, but it's not the losses that count. It's how your determination to continue. So our goal is to get a 30 property. We add a 6 single family property. Tomorrow we're going to look at another property, hopefully to get it on a contract. That will be our 7 single family property. And the plan is to get back to the court on Monday to see if we can get a right of remover and get a sheriff out there to get our property back. And when we get our property back next week, we're going to go in there, show how she left the property, and turn our property over, do some work on it, and we'll bring everything to you live, and then turn our property over to another tenant. So in life, I've done business before, and I know if you want to be successful, you can depend on your 9 to 5. So I know it took me a long time to get to this point, but I'm glad it's better late than never. I don't want to sit here and say, I wish I had done this 10 years ago, but 10 years from now, what would I tell my kids? Why didn't I stop it? So I don't want to sit 10 years from now and I sit and say the same thing that I wish I had done this. So we'll bring our story to you, and hopefully our story can inspire someone else to turn their life around, to build generational wealth for their kids, to be able to leave stuff for their children and grandkids, be able to pay their kids' tuition So I'm working along with my husband, Ernest Seed, my three daughters, Faith Seed, Wani Seed, and Ade Seed. Together, we're going to build this company. Our goal is to get to 30 renters, to get my husband and I to retire and work independently and be able to run this property. So we live in the Huntsville area. Look forward to joining our story with you, and look forward to seeing you all next week as I bring the eviction property story back to you, and I'm going to share the whole story with you. If you like the content of this video, hit like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thank you.